Obsidian currents hold the weight of the sun, where the silicate silence has only begun. Ancient limestone breathing in rhythmic blue, a nervous system that the deep ones knew, tracing the fractals of a coral ghost. We are the guests and the brine is the host. Static in the salt, a liquid electricity, dissolving the borders of our complicity. Wait for the flicker, wait for the flare, under the pressure of the midnight air. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, flowing underneath the skin of belief. Electric indigo, a chemical spark, writing our names in the throat of the dark. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, pulse in the marrow, a radiant relief. Tectonic whispers through the labyrinth floor, locked in a vault behind an ocean door. Polyps are lanterns, hungry for light, digesting the shadows of a velvet night. No longer drifting, we are part of the grid, finding the secrets. The sunlight hits static in the salt to liquid electricity, dissolving the borders of our complicity. Wait for the flicker, wait for the flare, under the pressure of the midnight air. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, flowing underneath the skin of belief. Electric indigo, a chemical spark, writing our names in the throat of the dark. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, pulse in the marrow, a radiant relief. The abyss is a mirror, the code is a flame, everything glowing as forgotten is made. We follow The silica ribs of the valley are aching, waiting for the grave to fracture and spill. Thermal ghosts dancing on the horizon line, static electricity climbing the hill. We are the drought in a state of grace, tracing the geometry of empty space. A tectonic murmur, a heavy sky tremble, where the ghosts of the water begin to assemble. Lower the frequency, open the sky. The first drop hit the eye of the dry. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through the conductive dust? Wake the gears, let the rhythm ignite deep in the marrow of the neon night. The scent of the thunder, the beat of the rain, washing the fever from the dry terrain. Petrichor pulse, ooh, let it run through your veins. Myrrh and ozone colliding in the air, liquid diamonds caught in your hair. The ground is a drum skin, taut and divine, drinking the nectar of a dark design. No more silence, only the flow, where the roots and the voltage grow. An ionic exchange in a velvet blur. Everything's exactly the way we were. Lower the frequency, open the sky. Let the first drop hit the eye of the dry. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through the conductive dust? Wake the gears and let the rhythm ignite deep in the marrow of the neon night. The scent of the thunder, the beat of the rain, washing the fever from the dry terrain. Petrichor pulse, ooh, let it run through your veins. Now the air turns silver, the clouds convene, pouring their archive over everything seen. Each drop a signal, each splash a spark, riding a soft resurrection in the dark. From cracked riverbeds to the sleeping streets, the whole world listening to the rain's heartbeat. And every stone that the storm touches remembers the fire, then forgets it and hushes. Lower the frequency, open the sky. Let the first drop hit the eye of the dry. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through the conductive dust? Wake the gears and let the rhythm ignite deep in the marrow of the neon night. The scent of the thunder, the beat of the rain, washing the fever from the dry terrain. Petrichor pulse, ooh, let it run through your veins. Filter through carbon, born from the heat. The sky meets the pavement, heart meets the beat. A chemical memory, a primal refrain. We are reborn in the weight of the rain. Let it wash through the fault lines deep. Let the sleeping roots begin to speak. In the afterglow of the storm's release, every dry thing bends toward peace. Can you hear the petrichor pulse resonating through the conductive dust? Wake the gears and let the rhythm ignite deep in the marrow of the neon night. The scent Binary shadows on the limestone floor. I was a cipher behind a locked door. Then your palm traced the arc of my wrist, a sequence of heat that didn't exist. The arithmetic of your fingertips, writing new languages on my lips. Filtering the static, the white noise of the day. Watching all the logic simply melt away. A recursive pattern, a kinetic bloom in the blue fluorescence of this quiet room. It's the algorithm of your touch, calculated fire. I need it so much, moving through my veins in a digital stream. You're the only waking part of my dream. One stroke, one spark, the data is gold. A story in tactile beauty told. Oh, the algorithm of your touch. Coral tinted pulses in the deep of the night, refracting the spectrum of our low white light. You're the salt in the circuit, the warm ocean breeze, bringing my complex systems to their knees. Geometric skin against the cooling tide, nowhere for the hollow numbers to hide. Filtering the static, the white noise of the day. Watching all the logic simply melt away. A recursive pattern, a kinetic bloom in the blue fluorescence of this quiet room. It's the algorithm of your touch, calculated fire. I need it so much, moving through my veins in a digital stream. You're the only waking part of my dream. One stroke, one spark, the data is gold. A story in tactile beauty told. Oh, the algorithm of your touch. Midnight cold in the tremble of your skin. I felt my guarded circuits open from within. Every quiet signal turning clear and bright, like a constellation learning how to lie. You're the pulse beneath the surface, the hidden refrain, a soft command traveling through the rain. And I once lost in numbers, now finally know some truths only the body can show. Infinite loop of rhythmic grace, lost in the map of your embrace. No more equations, no more design, just the frequency where we align. Hold me in the line between the pulse and tone. Turn my fragmented silence into something known. It's the algorithm of your touch, calculated Neon hum in the midnight air, static prayers from a cracked antenna flare. I drift slow through the rusted avenues, reading old street names in electric blues. Neon skeletons flicker in the velvet dark, copper wires singing songs that have no spark. I am tracing the curvature of a silent cave where the tide retreated and forgot the sea. The air is heavy with the scent of oxidation, a monument built on a lost foundation. My trajectory is a hollow ring caught in the gravity of a broken thing. The pulse is slow, the oxygen is low. I am watching spirits in the afterglow. I am orbiting a ghost town, circling the silence of the street. Orbiting a ghost town where the echoes and the shadows meet. No lights below, just a hollow sound. I am orbiting a ghost town. Statues of salt standing on the promenade, watching the memory of the rhythm fade. The radio is bleeding, static and lace, lost in the vacuum of an empty place. No one is keeping time in the town square, just the wind combing through thin air. Broken windows hold the moon in frames, every doorway whispers forgotten names. My trajectory is a hollow ring caught in the gravity of a broken thing. The pulse is slow, the oxygen is low. I am watching spirits in the afterglow. I am orbiting a ghost town, circling the silence of the street. Orbiting a ghost town where the echoes and the shadows meet. No lights below, just a hollow sound. I am orbiting a ghost town. Past the chapel with its silver rust, past the marketplace turned into dust. I can hear the old bells, fractured chime, measuring the empty spine of time. Every storefront keeps a haunted glow, like a memory refusing to go. And I press my hand to the window pane, feeling the cold of a vanished train. My trajectory is a hollow ring caught in the gravity of a broken thing. The pulse is slow, the oxygen is low. I am watching spirits in the afterglow. I am orbiting a ghost town, circling the silence of the street. Orbiting a ghost town where the echoes and the shadows meet. No lights below, just a hollow sound. I am orbiting a ghost town. I could break the pull, I could fly away, but the dust is golden in the decay. I'm a satellite with nowhere to land, just a witness to the shifting sand, bound to through the ruins, bound to the floor of a city that does not breathe anymore. Still I turn in a patient line round the bones of a broken sign, and every circuit under the sky says come on home, though I never reply. I am orbiting a ghost town, circling the silence of the street. Orbiting a ghost town, where the echoes and the shadows need no lights below, just a hollow sound. I am orbiting a ghost town, just a hollow sound. Orbiting, ghosts are sleeping now. Orbiting, no lights below. Orbiting a ghost town. I keep turning slow. Orbiting till the dark. Let's go. Amber light bleeding through the screen door, the rhythmic choke of iron on the lawn, a staccato ghost, a mechanical pulse before the marigold summer was gone. We chased the arcs of calcified water, shattering sunlight into liquid lace. 94 was a copper-flavored dream, painted across your sun-drenched face. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Vertebrae of the garden hose tangled in deep secrets that the Bermuda grass used to keep. Oxidized metal singing to the heat, a metallic heartbeat beneath our feet. The sky was a canvas, a bruised violet, waiting for the stars to place their bet. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt before it washes away. Rusty sprinklers in '94, spinning shadows on the garage door. Let the patina turn to gold in a story that never gets old. Rusty sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the humid magic go? Tick, tick, the sound of a fading frame. Water in a garden, I forgot its name. The rust is just time trying to hold on to the echo of us before we were gone. Late July leaning over the chain link fence. The afternoon was all heat and suspense. We laughed in the mist where the crabgrass grew, drenched in the glow of a chlorine hue. One more spin and the yard would sing with the static buzz of a dying spring. Every drip was a memory set free, falling in slow motion back to me. The wheels of the season turned to red. Everything we lived, everything we said, spinning in circles, catching the spray, tracing the salt sprinklers, rhythmic and slow. Where did the human magic go? 94, just a rhythmic ghost in the human haze. 94, the water turns to dust in the orange glow. The soft click in the dark, slow exposure of the heart. Silver nitrate bleeding through the white, a chemical ghost waking in the light. We were overexposed, burning at the seams, drowning in the grain of yesterday's dreams. The aperture yawns, swallowing the tide, where the salt and the indigo secrets hide. Hands on the glass as the hours drifted slow, watching every tiny fraction start to glow. The paper held a thunder we could never say. A little piece of summer turned to ash and gray. Slow burn, chemical bloom, filling up the hollow of this velvet room. Wait for the edges to find their frame before the sun forgets your name. Hold your breath as the shadows fall. Hear the silence, answer the call. Lost in the vintage Polaroid haze, tracing the smoke of the golden days. Blurred horizons, rhythm in the slow, caught in the flicker, nowhere to go. Just a vintage Polaroid haze, spinning in the afterglow. Every color moving slow. Just a vintage Polaroid haze, sepia stains on a digital soul, trying to make the fractured pieces whole. The shutter snapped, but the ghost stayed behind. The static melody trapped in the mind. Cyanide whispers, magenta sighs. The pixels are drifting like fireflies. We fed the night to a trembling screen, hoping the blur could keep us clean. But every line that the memory draws still carries the fingerprint of loss. Slow burn, chemical bloom, filling up the hollow of this velvet room. Wait for the edges to find the frame before the sun forgets your name. Hold your The carburetor breeze in the mist, the silver fever in the pistons' fist. I was chasing the heat of a desert road, but the tide came heavy for the debt I owed. Now the mercury is climbing the glass, watching the ghost of the highway pass. The asphalt dissolves into sapphire sand. I'm losing the grip of the steady land. My cylinders hum with a hollow sound, where the anchor is lost and the pulse is found. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank. The shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue. Nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline. The purest wreck I've ever seen. The engine coughs a chorus of brine, tracing the salt on the finish line. The gears are locked in a cold cage, riding adrift on a vacant page. Slow motion sparks in a velvet room. The reef is calling for the engine's bloom. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank. The shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue. Nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline. The purest wreck I've ever seen. Rust is just the color of a setting sun, forgiving every mile that I tried to run. Let the ocean take the wheel, let the iron learn to feel. Now the lighthouse blinks through the spray and smoke, like a final match for the vows I broke. Every bolt in the body starts to pray as the shoreline steals the road away. I used to run on fire and pride, now I drift where the undertow desire. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank. The shore is pulling from the riverbank. the way to the sun, where the silicate silence has only begun. Ancient limestone breathing in rhythmic blue, a nervous system that the deep once knew. Tracing the fractals of a coral ghost, we are the guests and the brine is the host. Static in the salt, a liquid electricity, dissolving the borders of our complicity. Wait for the flicker, wait for the flare, under the pressure of the midnight air. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, flowing underneath the skin of belief. Electric indigo, a chemical spark, writing our names in the throat of the dark. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, pulse in the marrow, a radiant relief. Tectonic whispers through the labyrinth floor, locked in a vault behind an ocean door. Polyps are lanterns, hungry for light, digesting the shadows of a velvet night. No longer drifting, we are part of the grid, finding the secrets the sunlight hid. Static in the salt, a liquid electricity, dissolving the borders of our complicity. Wait for the flicker, wait for the flare, under the pressure of the midnight air. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, flowing underneath the skin of belief. Electric indigo, a chemical spark, writing our names in the throat of the dark. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, pulse in the marrow, a radiant relief. The abyss is a mirror, the cold is a flame. Everything glowing has forgotten its name. We follow the glow where the trench line bends, past the rusted wrecks and the circling bends. Every small pulse is a map, a sign, a living current threading through time. And in the hush, where the blue worlds meet, our footsteps vanish in the phosphorus we Bioluminescent veins of the reef, flowing underneath the skin of belief. Electric indigo, a chemical spark, writing our names in the throat of the dark. Bioluminescent veins of the reef, pulse in the marrow, a radiant relief. Indigo pulse, fading into the brine. Veins of the reef, lost in the design. Glow on, glow on, glow on, glow on. Towboat spines and amber necks, consumed by the lunar pool. Jagged history in the undertow, where the soul becomes a tool. We were jagged, we were sharp, thrust into the hollow dark. Wait for the churn to take its toll on the silicate of the soul. The tide doesn't break, it only rewrites, softening the edges under neon light. Shattered sea glass, drowning in the teal, grinding down the heavy, making wreckage feel. Shattered sea glass, frosted by the foam, every fractured piece finding its way home. No more cutting, no more stings, just the rhythm that the current brings. Translucent ghosts upon the sand, sifted through a weary hand. The ocean kept what we couldn't hold, turning debris into liquid gold. The tide doesn't break, it only rewrites, softening the edges under neon lights. Shattered sea glass, drowning in the teal, grinding down the heavy, making wreckage feel. Shattered sea glass, frosted by the foam, every fractured piece finding its way home. Once we flashed like broken stars, sharp enough to leave our scars. Now we glimmer, worn and clear, a quiet radiance born from fear. Every way that stole our name polished us the same. What was lost becomes the glow that only time and tide can know. The tide doesn't break, it only rewrites, softening the edges under neon light. Shattered sea glass, drowning in the teal, grinding down the heavy, making wreckage feel. Shattered sea glass, frosted by the foam, every fractured piece finding its way home. Erosion refrain, neon breathing in the undertow. Every street a silver thread, every puddle keeps the afterglow. Petrichor rising from the charcoal veins, sodium orbs bleeding through the window pane. The sky is a heavy shroud of indigo ink, hovering on the precipice before we blink. Mercury drops dancing on a fevered hood, translating secrets we never understood. Gliding through the static, through the gray, where the shadows and the silhouettes play, catching the flicker in a liquid lens. This is where the linear world ends. Amber street lamps in the rain, liquid gold in every vein, washing out the monochrome, leading every wanderer home. Amber street lamps in the rain, glow until we lose the pain, submerged in a rhythmic glow. Nowhere else we need to go. The asphalt swallows every neon ghost, a toast to the moments we haunt the most. Refraction patterns like a map of glass, watching the specters of the hours pass. No gravity here, just the pull of the light, suspended in the honey gut of the night. Gliding through the static, through the gray, where the shadows and the silhouettes play, catching the flicker in a liquid lens. This is where the linear world ends. Amber street lamps in the rain, liquid gold in every vein, washing out the monochrome, leading every wanderer home. Amber street lamps in the rain, glow until we lose the pain, submerged in a rhythmic glow. Nowhere else we need to go. Window halos tremble on the avenue, pain in every broken thing anew. The traffic hum is a distant hymn, spilling like a tide at the edges of the rim. We move as if the city were asleep, tiptoeing through its cathedral deep, and every drop that falls from above feels like a language made of love. Gliding through the static, through the gray, where the shadows and the silhouettes play, catching the flicker in a liquid lens. This is where the linear world ends. Amber street lamps in the rain, liquid gold in every vein, washing out the monochrome, leading every wanderer home. Amber street lamps in the rain, glow until we lose the pain, submerged in a rhythmic glow. Nowhere else we need to go. The mist is a choir, the thunder is bass, dissolving the features of every face. In this aqueous prism we are unbound, lost in the sight, found in the sound. Let the night pour through and cleanse the fear, till all that remains is what we hold dear. Amber street lamps in the rain, with gold in every vein, washing out the monochrome, leading every chasing the fractals of afternoon gloom. We breathe in the silica, we exhale the light, suspended in basins of liquid dyes white. Don't blink or the clarity breaks under the weight of the pressure it takes to hold back the shimmer, to stay in the flow where the deep and the vitreous go. Vitreous tides pulling the glass, watching the hours in the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, reflecting the ghost of who you used to be. Tungsten reflections on a surface of chrome, finding a path back to a chemical home. We drift through the lens of a sapphire eye, where the salt meets the silk of a velvet sky. Don't blink or the clarity breaks under the weight of the pressure it takes to hold back the shimmer, to stay in the flow where the deep and the vitreous go. Vitreous tides pulling the glass, watching the hours in the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, reflecting the ghost of who you used to be. Break the surface, feel the shards, translucent gravity, heavy and hard. This is where the ocean and the Arctic begin. Vitreous tides pulling the glass, watching the hours in the mercury pass. Crystalline waves in a salt sugar sea, reflecting the ghost of who you used to be. Liquid crystal, vitreous tides fade to white. The carburetor breeze in the mist, the silver fever in the pistons' fist. I was chasing the heat of a desert road, but the tide came heavy for the debt I owed. Now the mercury is climbing the glass, watching the ghost of the highway pass. The asphalt dissolves into sapphire sand, I'm losing the grip of the steady land. My cylinders hum with a hollow sound, where the anchor is lost and the pulse is found. The liquid moon is pouring down the tank, the shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue, nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline. The purest wreck I've ever on a vacant page, slow motion sparks in a velvet room. The reef is calling for the engine's bloom. The liquid moon is pouring down the Thames. The shore is pulling from the riverbank. Chemistry is turning into blue. Nothing burns the way it used to. Salt water in my gasoline, a crystal sting in the machine. I'm stalling on the edge of the deep, with promises the currents keep. Salt water in my gasoline. The purest wreck I've ever seen. Rust is just the color of a setting sun, forgiving every mile that I tried to run. Let the ocean take the wheel, let the iron learn to feel. Now the lighthouse blinks through the spray and smoke, like a final match for the vows I broke. Every bolt in the body starts to pray as the shoreline steals the road away. I used to run on fire and pride, now I drift where the undertow desire.